Hello and nice to see you again, Daves. Do you guys know that the fastest way to learn something is to see from examples or demos? We are lucky that there is a free and open source Wagtail demo, so that we don't have to learn Wagtails from an empty basic template, but you can immediately jump into studying Wagtail, which already contains content, menus, links, and database models. First, as usual, we will discuss how to install Wagtail Bakery on Windows. Then we go to Mac computer. Then the last thing is to install and deploy Wagtail Bakery to shared hosting. Wagtail Bakery is in the form of a web and blog that contains bread and cakes and their recipes. Later on, after the installation is complete, the Wagtail Bakery will look like this. It looks quite attractive. This is how it looks when displayed on the web. And this is how it looks when we open through smartphone. On top of navigation, there are menus and a special menu for blocks. Let's take a deeper look into one of the block content. The content of this block includes links to social media, space for photos and videos. Enough to represent most of our needs for blogs. This Wagtail Bakery is an official recommendation from the wagtail.org website. On this demo site, we can go directly to the Wagtail Bakery link. The link goes to the GitHub of the Wagtail Bakery. We can see here the structure and organization of the files. Quite a lot. Now imagine if you are just started learning Wagtail. Then we are planning to build a website like this. It will be a tough job and it's likely that we will often get stuck and confused. That is what examples or demos are for. It really helps our understanding of something we just learned. There are many features of the available Wagtail Bakery, including the following. First, separating and divisioning of a project into several apps. Second, customizing content model and context. Model is a logic program interface to the database, while context is the code package that will be sent for display. The third feature is the blog app. Here, we can see an example of a blog, if we want to create a blog. Then the fourth feature is an example of adding functions such as the contact form, about, and others from the Wagtail Basic app. The fifth feature is mixin. What is mixin? In simple terms, mixins are methods in the class that can also be used in other classes. The sixth feature is an example of how to customize Wagtail admin via Wagtail hooks. The seventh feature demonstrates the use of Wagtail snippets to create categories and ingredients or recipe content. The eighth feature is an example of a feature from the content gallery which can retrieve an image from another type of content in the system. So, an image from the non-gallery content can be pulled into the gallery content. The ninth feature demonstrates the many-to-many database relationships in the ingredient feature. Then we go down again to installation. Where can Wagtail Bakery be installed? Here's the list. Wagtail can be installed on Gitpod, Vagrant, Docker, virtualenv, and Heroku. We will only discuss how to install Wagtail Bakery in virtualenv. Here it also says that installing Wagtail Bakery is intended for developers who are used to traditional Django and set up in virtualenv. The dependencies needed at least Python 3.7. On the GitHub Wagtail Bakery, there are installation instructions on virtualenv. But if you look at the instruction here, it's sometimes quite confusing for beginners. Therefore, I will share how to easily install this Wagtail Bakery on computer and hosting. See you guys in the next video.